Elijah Muhammad only went to the 4th grade of school, but he taught us what no college professor could teach us. And it was Elijah Muhammad, 55 years ago, who started teaching us about a plane in the sky that was made like a wheel. He said his teacher, a man, Master Farad Muhammad, pointed out to him a dreadful looking plane in the sky, a half a mile by a half a mile. Built like the universe itself. It's circular and it holds within it 1,500 little wheel-like planes. When we heard Elijah say these things, many of us believed, and some of us disbelieved. But Reagan, a classified, bona fide liar, and all of the liars that have surrounded Reagan and Carter and Ford and all of the presidents, since 1930, they have known that this plane exists. But why won't they tell the American people? It is because the white man does not want to admit that there is a technology in the world and a power in the world that makes his power look like that jumbo jet in comparison to that huge plane. He don't want to admit that he don't have what it takes to deal with that, what they call walnut-shaped object in the sky. Elijah Muhammad said to us that Ezekiel envisioned this. In the year 595 BC, and it's recorded right there in your Bible, Ezekiel looked up, it was a vision, and he saw a wheel in the middle of the earth. It looked like a chariot of fire, a cloud by day and a pillar of fire by night. This is what Ezekiel saw, and he said in the wheel there was eyes in the wheel.
I start. This is one of the most profound experiences I've ever had in my life I'm about to share with you. So as I get closer to this pick site, I start feeling odd. I start feeling extremely emotional. And the closer I get, the more the emotion starts to overwhelm me. I feel this intense hybrid of sadness and happiness and beauty and song, and it was very disruptive to me because I had a very practical responsibility at the time to operate a helicopter in the mountains at night, and I began wondering what was wrong with me. It was late. I'm like, am I distressed? Am I tired? And I don't know. But as I came over this object for the pick, there was this overwhelming sense of emotion.
Is it your feeling? Are you suddenly having a mental breakdown on the job?
No, I felt like something connected with me. I felt like something had tuned in to me and my soul and was providing me some sense of guidance on what to do and how profound what I was doing was. And it was so overwhelming that I began to cry. And then I'm confused as to why I'm crying at the same time. And then do I abort the mission? So I just did my best to focus on my particular cues when doing this type of work, and I got the load hooked up and I began flying away. And once it was just me and that object in between the pick and the drop site, there's about 20 miles in between, I felt like something was inside of me. I felt like I was possessed by the most beautiful spirit I'd ever been possessed by. And
Was it loving?
It was loving. But there was a sense of sadness at the same time. And
Had you ever had an experience like this before?
no, it was a very feminine energy. I'll tell you that. It felt like the spirit of God, but not in any masculine sense. And it wasn't like a soul. It was like a frequency that I was connected with. And whatever that force was, since that night, it has stayed with me. And as crazy as this sounds, it's what's guiding me now. And it's what's providing protection for me. This is
time for all of us to seek a refuge in Allah, because there is no refuge anywhere. People are digging places out of the earth, bunkers, and trying to dig deep into the earth to hide from the wrath of God. Go down into the earth and hide, and watch Allah meet you there with his destructive power. Go up in the clouds and see if you can escape his wrath.
Bro, what the f is that? What the f is that? What? What the?
Now, more and more brothers and sisters,
Bro,
white people are going to admit
What?
that it's their end.
What is that,
And
bro?
before you can say that Elijah Muhammad is a liar, you're going to be seeing these planes over the major cities. Now, I'm just telling you. So when you see it, don't get crazy. Don't panic. It's your brothers.
Bro, what the f is that sh?
It's your people. Don't panic. Don't get excited. Oh, black people are the greatest scientists the world has ever known. You don't believe that, but it's an actual fact. White folks know it.
What?
You and I have been made the dumbest people ever to be on the earth, but we are descendants of gods. Take it or let it
I'm getting back in
alone.
my car. Fuck it.